I was right. I cannot tell you how big this is, my friends. I was right. This is nuts. I cannot tell you how stunned I am on this. Man, if you have any knowledge of anything and you're waiting on an expert, a quote expert, to bring that knowledge to the forefront, man, don't wait on the experts. If you have a knowledge, you're saying, that doesn't sound right. Take it. What do you got to do? I don't know what you got to do. YouTube channel, a blog, anything. You know, and you have a knowledge that said that doesn't make sense. They're missing something. Let me share with you what I'm talking about here. I'm telling you, this is nuts. Another reason the financial industry pisses me off, pardon my French. All right. So I'm reading this. This is from Center for Retirement Research. It's dated November 2018. I followed Chen, I'm not sure, Sanzenbacher, and Manel, tons. And Chen and Manel. And they got this article, this white paper, How Much Income Do Retirees Actually Have? Evaluating the Evidence from 5 National Data Sets. I said, that's interesting to me. So I start reading this. Man. I can't watch. And then I'm reading the abstract. Recent research by B. and Mitchell, 2017, has refocused attention on the fact that the current population survey underestimates retirement income. In the wake of this study, some observers have questioned whether other surveys more frequently used by retirement researchers also understate retirement income, and if so, whether prior research suggesting that many households are underprepared for retirement is inaccurate. Yes, that's right, because I saw that. This paper addresses both questions. I haven't read the paper yet, but let me go back how excited I am on this. And I'm going to read to you portions of the B study, and I'm going to tell you where I come in all this, because I knew this. All right. So meanwhile, other retirement account funds are never included in income measures. While some income is counted twice, lump sum distributions from retirement accounts are omitted for some measures of retirement income. And as a result, employer contributions and investment returns according to these accounts may never be included in survey income measures. Census surveys are inconsistent in their treatment of lump sum as opposed to regular distributions. Instructions accompanying the ACS questionnaire specified that respondents should include regular income from annuities and IRA and Keogh retirement plans, suggesting that lump sum payments should be omitted. Before 2014, the CPS ASEC asked about regular payments from IRA, Keogh, and 401k accounts. The wording was changed in 2014, as would be discussed below. SIP collects information on both regular and lump sum distributions, but does not include the latter as summary income measures. The whole point about this, in the late of 2016, let's see if I have it up here. I was reading this right here, Retirement and the Evolution of the Pension Structure. And I actually wrote an article on this on LinkedIn. It had nothing to do with what I'm talking about here, but I remember I said, wait a second. I started looking at tax data. And I said, this doesn't make sense. Why are we not including when we do Roth conversions, when we do just lump sum distributions from IRAs? Why is it only including pensions and regular IRA distribution? I said this in 2016. I think it was 2016. And I was writing an article about this, and I wanted to do it on LinkedIn or get it published, but my compliance people said, no, you can't do that, which is one of the beginning of my saying, I got to get the hell out of Dodge. These guys, they're not reading the research compliance. They're saying, oh, we don't know about that. I said, this doesn't make sense. Why are they not showing for retirement income numbers of just people saying, I want to take $20,000 on an IRA distribution? They weren't showing that on a lot of the surveys that talk about retirement income. And I said, I'm going to get down into that at some point and do a full-fledged when I leave my job, because the only way I can get this word out is if I quit. And I said, I'm going to leave my job at some point and start focusing on that. And then I got caught up in my tax bond book and my other book here. Shameless sales plug right there. It's my 2 books. And I just kind of put it to the side. And then I started getting heavy into my YouTube videos, but it's always in the back of my head. I said, these guys are missing the boat. There's more income that's being attributed to the regular citizen because they're not taking into consideration just kind of fly by night. Hey, I need $20,000 on my IRA. Please send me a check, Mr. Bank. They're not doing it. And here we got the proof right here. It feels good to be right. It feels good to be right. I'm stunned that other people, the whole point about it, let's go back to Devin Carroll. He's some dude on YouTube who took an interest in Social Security planning. Devin Carroll's no smart guy, any more smart than you or I. He just took an interest in Social Security planning. I don't know Devin from Adam, but my intuition is I think his wife is probably a teacher, maybe his mom or something like that, and wasn't getting good advice on Social Security. So he took it by and said, I got to learn this because all these other fools out there don't know crap. So I got to learn this myself. And so he became an expert on Social Security planning. Here's old Josh. I just happened to come across a guy named Bob Keeler and Ed Slott about Roth IRAs. And I liked the way they talked about it, but I didn't like the way they're talking about it to the regular Joe like you and I. And I said, I'm pretty good at talking to regular Joes since I am one, and I can write a book on that. But I've always been intrigued by research, economic research, always been, which is why I love the study of economics. I find it fascinating. Unfortunately, a lot of people think, that's for green-eyed shade people, but I like the green-eyed shade people. I just have a somewhat of a gift to be able to relay that to what you can understand. And anyway, so I'm reading this stuff. I'm like, but the issue is you don't have to be some stupid PhD in MIT. There's so much stuff out there that people are missing, even the academics, which is why I cannot stand the whole climate change fallacy, because all these people say, the academics say, look, man, do not give me the appeals to authority stuff. I hate that stuff. I also hate it when Christians say the Bible says, no, that's appeal to authority. That doesn't change minds. What you got to get changed minds is you have to have either factual evidence, and you're not going to say 97% of all climate scientists believe that global warming is caused by AGW or human beings, essentially. That's fake. That's a fake news. The Bible, you're not going to say, the Bible says this, you're going to hell. No, that's not going to convince anybody. You got to have more than that. And so the appeals to authority, you can't just get out. Stop. It's kind of like, the appeal to authority, I don't know, investment terms. I don't know what the appeal authority would be. Like, I got a mathematician. That's what it'd be, a PhD mathematician. He says all his models say this, that, and the other. And then all I do is I take my man right here, Nassim Nicholas Taleb, and I say, yep. And none smarter than him, and he knows that's full crap. And anyway, the appeal to authority is weak-minded people who don't have faith in their own arguments, who don't know the systems, and say, that guy said it, and that guy's smart because he goes to MIT, so I'm going to believe in him. Okay, that's silly. I just don't do that, my friends. Don't. Secondly, on top of that, you might know more than a lot of these other people because you have an interest in, I don't know what it is. It might be engineering. It might be how to gasifier. I mean, if you look on YouTube on gasifiers, there's tons of just average, I call them redneck engineers out there who are doing gasifiers that all the people at Georgia Tech and mechanical engineering aren't doing. And it's just wonderful. It's what makes America so wonderful. It's all these people, just regular Joes doing stuff. But I found this. I found it. Yes, I'm so excited. I knew it. And it's proven right. I said, man, the numbers are wrong. If the numbers are wrong on this, what else are they wrong on? What else are the numbers wrong when it comes to retirement income planning and projections and using median and, heaven forbid, average? Don't use average. What else were they wrong on? The only thing that matters is what's going on with you. None of this other crap matters. What's going on with you? How much money do you need? That's all that matters. Nothing else matters other than what you need. And if you say, the average person or 80%, I don't care. I care, what do you need? What do I need? And if everyone says, we're all going broke, no, don't tell me that crap. I don't want to hear it. What do I need? What do you need to project into future? And if you say, I'm basing it on a 10% rate of return like Dave Ramsey says, no, don't do that. That's just silly stuff. I don't care what Dave Ramsey says. What if he's wrong? Is he going to pay when you run out of money? No. Reverse mortgages are scams. Is he going to pay you when you run out of money? No. I mean, man. I'm almost teary-eyed, recognizing that I knew this. I knew it. And it's been in the back of my head. Man, I can't wait to read more on this. But anyway, don't undersell yourself because these academics, they want so high. They're so high and mighty, man. I'm telling you. And this is why, actually, I was reading or listening to a podcast. I think it was Planet Money. Was it Planet Money on NPR? And for those of you who think I'm just a right-winger, well, I listen to a lot of non-right-winger stuff, or maybe it's Freakonomics, maybe it's Planet Money. I think it was, I can't remember. I think it was Planet Money. And they talked about how doctors talking to educated people have a different tone than doctors talking to non-educated people. And it's interesting. And this actually, it breaks my heart. It breaks my heart dearly that non-educated people get a much of a short shift when it comes to just getting, funnel them in like chattel or cattle. Chattel, well, is that a word? Whereas an educated person who can ask a few questions because he has a sense or she has a sense of they just more confident to ask a doctor, not to challenge, but to ask. And it broke my heart because I could think of all these people out there. Who are wonderful, wonderful human beings, and just the appeal to authority they've been trained on. The guy's got a white jacket. He's got a little thing there and a thing around his neck. That guy knows more than me, and I'm not going to question him. And I just say, the guy's got a suit. He talks a big game about standard deviation and deltas and betas and all that. I don't know anything. I'm just going to trust him. And I don't know, because I'm just I don't know what I am. I'm a country farmer raising hogs. Man, how many people have been taking advantage because of that? And these academics, man, they're no better than you. They might have a better knowledge based on a specific area of their expertise. That doesn't mean they're perfect. I'm telling you right now, how many studies have been reneged on based on whatever science theory. I don't even care what it is. I literally, at this stage, I don't care. If you go into it having a cynical viewpoint, you'll probably be better off. So because any study that comes out, you got to say, is that true? I'll give you an example. I was just reading just 2 days ago, that smoking marijuana is linked to depression. All right, so he's like, so what the article would have you imply was that if you smoke dope, you're going to be depressed. But how about the other way around? Maybe you're depressed, which is why you smoke dope. That's where the link is. You ever thought about that? Of course, the article didn't comprehend that whatsoever. They said smoking dope leads to depression. And smoking dope also leads to a link to high testosterone. Again, the idea is, high testosterone people smoking dope gives you depression and gives you high testosterone. Or maybe high testosterone people are more likely to take risks, or they're more willing to engage in riskier behavior, i.e. smoke dope. It's just the lack of critical thinking boggles my mind. And I'm just let me go real quick on a rant about vaccines. I said, look, where's the proof that the 18 recommended CDC schedule is safe? Where's the proof? There is none. And they give me this the IOM, the Institute of Medicine, they have a study from 2013. It doesn't prove that at all. It actually says the exact opposite. It says the exact opposite. I had some guy give me a study from 2017, which ironically referred back to the IOM study from 2013. This what the appeal to authority, where just the guys who are so smarter than you, they know better than you. If that scares more than anything. Eisenhower called it. He didn't call it this. Remember, he had this speech, his farewell address, which is wonderful. His farewell address, Eisenhower's farewell address, talked about the military-industrial complex. Everyone recognizes the military-industrial complex. But you know what else he talked about? He talked about the educational industrial complex as well. He didn't coin that term. I guess. The educational industrial complex. And I tell you, man, if you are interested in history of Eisenhower, and I had a newfound respect for Eisenhower, a newfound respect for him, his prescience. Now, Eisenhower, his doctor actually led to, I think, the decline of many, many human beings' health, because he bought hook, line, and sinker Ansel Keys's low cholesterol. Okay, my wife just texted me. I thought I was being too loud. Low cholesterol, high fat, or was a high fat? I can't remember. A high carb, low fat. That's what Ansel Keys is, his fake 7-country study. And Ansel Keys, Eisenhower had a heart attack, and Eisenhower's doctor, while he was president, bought that Ansel Keys hook, line, and sinker. And they basically, they elbowed all the other competing theories out. Ansel Keys and his band of merry men took over nutrition science for 25 to 30 years. And that's bad. But anyway, Eisenhower he was prescient enough to recognize the fact that there is an educational industrial complex as well, which is we're all competing for money from the federal government to advance our pet causes. And we're going to do whatever we can to prove our pet causes need more money and to limit our adversaries who are not just disproving, but looking at different theories. And that's exactly what happened in nutrition science. It's exactly what happened in climate science. I mean, it happens in science. I mean, it's just when I talked about Ignaz Semmelweis, I have the book here someplace. I guess I put it back to the Vienna doctor who recognized people who were delivering babies that haven't washed their hands. And basically those babies who were delivered by this certain group of doctors, the women were dying a hell of a lot more than the other people. And Ignac said, why don't we start washing our hands? There's more to the story. It's very interesting, actually. It's incredible. Anyway. I'm so excited. I love it. I knew it. I saw that. I said, wait a second. You're not counting. You're just saying it's got to be a sustained amount of income, 72 T's, annuity income. But you're not saying just, I want $20,000 my IRA. That's not being attributed to it. So I'm going to dive more into this. This fires me up like I can't explain. So anyway, thanks for being on the ride. I hate to be political. Actually, I don't. It's just the way I am, my friends. There's always going to be politics here. It's just my nature, my beast. I call it like I see it. It's going to offend you. I don't know. This is for me because I love it. It's almost like I talk to my future self, say, Josh, you did some work and someone along the line is going to get a benefit of it. If I can make some lower middle class person or widowed mom better off with her financial planning or his financial planning, where he doesn't worry so much. He doesn't stay in his crappy little job digging ditches while his freaking wife's out there and only got 2 years left to live, and they can go to Germany and enjoy a vacation. Man, I am blessed. I'm a blessed man for sure. All right. Well, stay tuned because I can talk more about this. See ya.